Hi everyone. Today I really just felt like ranting, so I'm gonna just talk and drink my coffee. And there's probably people watching me and I don't really care. Let's see. So, the last 4 days I think, let's see, I probably gotten about 3 hours of sleep every night for the last 4 days. And it fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but sometimes when I'm actually super tired, it's harder for me to fall asleep than if I was just like a regular amount of tired. So yeah, so the first night it happened, I, for whatever reason, couldn't sleep. And so the next night, the next day, I'm trying to take naps, not being able to because for whatever reason, I also can't take naps during the day. I can lay there with my eyes closed and, try to rest, but I'm not actually asleep. So I did that multiple times throughout the day, trying to, get some sleep because I was exhausted. And it didn't work. Didn't fall asleep. And so I go to fall asleep the next night, and what happens is when I'm super tired like that, every time I am super close to falling asleep, I get this really I get really dizzy, and that actually wakes me up. And so every time I get really close to falling asleep, I just keep waking up, and it just keeps repeating over and over. And so yeah, I did that till 5 in the morning, finally fell asleep for a few hours, woke up because the people that I live with wake up pretty early and they're kind of noisy sometimes. Well, and the walls are really thin so I can hear everything. Yeah, so basically that's been the process of me sleeping for the last 3 or 4 nights. And yeah, so every day I want to be productive, and I can barely do it because I'm so freaking exhausted, but then I can't fall asleep or take a nap. It's hell. I even tried to, I went to the gym yesterday, and I'll be doing stuff and it feels like my brain's melting from the lack of sleep, because I'll just completely zone out and kind of forget where I even am for a second. So yeah, that's been great. This morning when I woke up, the first thing that I saw on my YouTube feed was something about Joe Biden being crooked or something like that. And yeah, that wasn't surprising at all to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I like Trump, but I dislike Joe Biden just as much as I dislike Trump, if not even more, because I don't know. There's just something off about him, and obviously there was something off, and there is. But I think so many people just hate Trump that's why they're voting for him. I mean, and it's we're all in a kind of fucked up situation. There's not really that good of an option here. But I find it pretty fucking creepy and what's the word? Black Mirror type of shit that they're censoring all the information on social media, and the fact that information came out about him being crooked and then they got rid of all the tweets and all the information right after. That's pretty fucking weird, And social media, man, I could talk about social media for hours of how much I hate it. Which is funny that I'm here on YouTube, but I like YouTube because I feel like the quality of the content, like, is so much better than Instagram or Twitter, because you can go on YouTube and actually learn a lot of things, and, you know, watch funny things that make you laugh, that bring joy to you, like, yeah, it's a lot more helpful and genuine, I think, because you get to see more of whoever you're watching than just like a picture, you know? And Twitter, man, I used to use Twitter a lot. Well, I didn't really tweet a lot, but I looked at it a lot. And I feel like I was kind of brainwashed from it because, like I said, they're controlling all the information. And the news that goes on there is completely twisted and not, like, I don't know, it's not true. Like, I was so surprised when I realized how much they can twist a news story away from, like, what actually happened. Because then you'll go and actually do your own research on some of these stories that come up on Twitter. And yeah, the real, like, what really happened is so far from what they're trying to portray that I don't know, it's pretty fucked up that they're giving people information to try and get them to buy into this ideology of just people being separate from each other, just like, yeah, just like me against them, like black people against white people, rich people against poor people, you know, all that shit. It's like, yeah, man. I remember I re-downloaded Twitter after a long time of not having it, and I was just scrolling within like 3 or 4 tweets, just like such negative bullshit, just like people talking shit on other people, and it was always about how the person looked too. It was like, I don't know, that, and then just like random like pictures of naked people popping up, and I'm like, bro, like, I do not need to see this. Like, I'm not trying to watch porn right now, so why am I seeing all these naked people? And, you know, I don't even, like, these people, when I followed them, must have been like a regular account, and then I'm assuming they started like some kind of OnlyFans thing or something like that, and that's why I suddenly was seeing these kind of pictures. So of course I just deleted it again because I was like, fuck this. Oh my god, and Instagram. I hate Instagram with like every fiber of my being. And I know that I, like, even when I was actively using Instagram, I never really posted much on there. Yeah, I was always more of a Twitter person than an Instagram person, but now I just hate them both. Yeah, because Instagram, I feel like it's just people's ego, like, on steroids. It's just like, how many likes can I get? How much approval can I get from people? I don't know. It's just like, it's not genuine. And I swear to God, every time that I would open it, I could literally feel, like, the energy being sucked out of me. Like, I remember when I actually used to, you know, use it, like, maybe, like, in high school, when I would actually, like, sit there and scroll, like, I would feel so drained afterwards. And I didn't realize why, but now I realize it's because it's just not, like, authentic. I mean, obviously there's people that are, but it's pretty rare. 'Cause, you know, it's mainly for models to go on there and post pictures of themselves and make money from that, from people thirsting after them or whatever, and for brands to sell you shit. That's like 80% of Instagram right there. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm pretty tired right now. I'm hoping today to stay awake for most of the day. And then I got these melatonin tablets. I don't know if you guys have ever taken them, but they're these like little gummy cherry things and they smell really good and they taste really good, so I always want to eat them just to eat them, but obviously you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that. And yeah, so I took one of those last night and it didn't work. I didn't fall all the way asleep until like 5 a.m. But I was laying there and I, was about to fall asleep and I get kind of that dizzy feeling that I usually get. And then I swear to God, the fucking floor, or this is how it felt, like the floor underneath me was literally like turning and going like this, like around me like this. And I swear to God, I was like, fuck, like, I'm not trying to, because some people will purposely take melatonin because what they say is if you take this, because it helps you fall asleep faster if you take it, and you try in your mind to kind of stay conscious while your body's falling asleep, that you can like astral project. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically, yeah, what they say is you'll feel that like turning feeling or like a buzzing feeling or something, and then literally you could like get up and walk out of your body and look at yourself. And I swear to God, I felt like that was about to happen, and I was like, I do not want to do this right now. Like, it's not that I'm scared, it's just like I'm so tired and I just want to sleep. And then, I'm sitting there and feels like the fucking earth underneath me is like moving into another dimension. So yeah, not a fan, but I'm gonna take it again tonight, and I really hope I fall asleep. And there's someone pulling up next to me, so I'm gonna get off of here. Alright, talk to you guys later.